ever taken the opportunity to just piss out of your ass? You know, like you go out to eat and you get food poisoning or something. You come home and you just piss right out of your fucking ass. It's just hot diarrhea. That's what this movie is. That's what Jurassic World Rebirth is. It's piss out of an ass. And I'm sorry, you can sit here and you can be like, oh, Daniel, you're over exaggerating. It's not that bad. Well, go fucking watch it and come back to this video. Comment down below to help me out and say, you're right. This is hot fucking shit out of an ass. Piss, liquid piss out of an ass. That's what this movie was. And you might be like, well, you're over exaggerating. Oh, why are you over exaggerating? I have passion, all right? I have fucking passion, you guys. I actually care about movies. I care when something is $200 million fucking dollars to make and it somehow is gonna make $1 billion. I care when that happens because it keeps fucking happening with these movies, dude. These Jurassic movies, they just keep slapping the same dookie on a fucking plate and they keep serving it to the fucking people that are just praying for a nostalgic fucking dinosaur movie. No, but instead they get this star-studded fucking movie with barely any dinosaurs. You get fucking character development that is just like, what the fuck's going on? Who cares about these characters? You get fucking characters that just show up out of nowhere, middle of the movie. Movie's actually okay for a second, and then you're like, oh, there's the characters that nobody cares about. Gotta insert the little kid. Gotta insert the rowdy fucking older sibling of that kid. It's just annoying, dude. It's just fucking predictable. And it's fucking old. It's hot shit out of an ass. God damn it. Sorry to step away like that. I had to take a nice hot Jurassic World Rebirth. That means I took a shit. A hot shit. That's what happens. Not even solid. It was just mush. I'm gonna go over the two things that I liked about this 2-hour movie, okay? One, Scarlett Johansson. She's fucking hot. She's a good actor. I think being a good actor makes you even more hot. Man or a woman, doesn't matter. You're just more hot when you're a good actor, especially when you're a lead and you're kind of a badass at times in the movie. I'm not saying she's a badass the whole movie because I don't really know why her character was even in this movie. It's all in all though, she was probably the best part of the movie. I will say that right now. The second thing, and I'll touch on Scarlett Johansson soon. I'll touch it. The people they put in place in this movie were not bad choices. There's some pretty good actors in this movie. Like, honestly, there's some pretty good roles to be had here. The problem is whoever wrote this movie, whoever put the screenplay together, whoever fucking thought it was a good idea to make the movie, they're all terrible. Everything about that is just terrible. They ruined the potential of these actors. These actors were literally in this movie to say they were in a Jurassic movie, and I hope they are never in a movie again because they don't, a Jurassic movie, they don't deserve this level of dog shit. They really fucking don't. Let me look up who was in it. Let me just tell you something really quick while I'm looking this up, man. You guys don't understand the week I've had. You really don't understand the week I've had. I have had an overtime week. Like I went to work. I went and saw this movie, all right, which was work. I went and saw this movie. As soon as I was done watching this movie, I had a sudden urge, bubble guts came to me. And I just had to take a shit. And, you know, ever since that shit, I've just been having a bad week. And I know it's Thursday now when this is uploaded, but like, my God, dude, it was 3 days. I tried my best. I tried really hard to make sure that I didn't go into this super angry because I have been mortally angry, like egregiously angry about this movie. And, you know, I thought, oh, I'm just over exaggerating. I'm just being a little pussy bitch. No, this movie is genuine horse caca. It is just a bad movie, dude. It is just a bad movie. It tries so fucking hard to be just... It doesn't even try. It's not even like good enough to say it tried. Like it didn't do anything good. Okay, I just want to make sure I had my facts right. This movie was $180 million without the marketing to make. It's already made $349 million. Fuck me, we're getting another Jurassic Rebirth. What I was saying about the acting, there's some pretty good actors here. ScarJo leads off the cast. She's pretty good. I don't mind her at all. I think she was wasted, to be completely honest with you. She's a bad bitch. I really like how the marketing for this movie is really pushing her as the main character, which she is. And anytime I can see a female fucking do a lead, you know, that Lara Croft type shit, I'm all for it, man. I love seeing bitches get successful. That's what I like to see. We also have... I'm going to butcher this dude's name, but he's great. Mahershala Ali. That's the guy who's supposed to play Blade if Marvel ever fucking gets off their thumbs and fucking actually makes the fucking movie. Anyway, though, he's going to be a good Blade, and he kind of was great in this movie, too. It's just the material they're given is just absolute dog shit. There's also Manuel Garcia Ruflo, who or Rolfo. I don't know how to say his name altogether. He was a Lincoln Lawyer guy. He's a good actor. He was just given the role of dad trying to keep son and daughter alive. And yeah, that's the worst part about this fucking movie, let me just say. So I'm just gonna dive into this movie. I gave you the things that I liked. I liked the actors they put in place, and I really liked ScarJo. That's it. Those are the only two things that I actually liked about this movie. Everything else is on the toilet paper in that toilet that's probably not flushing. So now that we're done with the 35 seconds of what I liked about the movie, let me go over what I hated about this fucking movie. What's that? Everything. Everything else about this movie was complete and utter waste of time. That's what it was. Don't watch this movie. It's literally a waste. You're better off watching Lilo and Stitch multiple times. Go see Lilo and Stitch like 4 or 5 times, then go see Megan 2.0. Then you can watch Jurassic World Rebirth, because maybe, just maybe, Jurassic World Rebirth won't be as dog shit as it was just watching that by yourself. I'm gonna go over this movie a little bit. I'm gonna tell you right now, I will still sit here and say that Dominion is the worst Jurassic movie out of the fucking 7 movies that they've made so far. Rebirth is right there with it. It's right fucking there with it, dude. It's right there. You know when you go and you smell some flowers and then you get a whiff of dog shit? That's Rebirth over there on the ground that's ruining your scent that you're getting from those flowers, okay? Just remember that. Rebirth is dog shit. It is not a good movie whatsoever, but Dominion is somehow worse. If I had to rate Dominion, I don't think I reviewed it on here, but if I had to review it, I'd probably give Dominion like a 2. This movie is getting a fucking 4. Straight up, dude. This movie, the only thing good about this movie was ScarJo and the actors they did put in place. Other than that, nobody really was great in this movie at all. ScarJo was kind of the exception, but everybody else was just kind of there, and you can tell they were fucked by the fucking script. They were fucked by the story. Everything about this, the people behind this movie should be ashamed of themselves for even attempting to make this movie. It is piss, dude. It's piss. All right, this movie is 2 hours and 13 minutes. And it starts out okay. It starts out like your typical fucking build up to a mission. You know what I mean? So Scarlett Johansson's character is like a private security lady. She's pretty much like hired to do crazy missions, you know, do crazy stuff. She's the main character. She's cool as fuck. She's a boss bitch. She gets involved with this guy who is rich as fuck, and he offers her like a bunch of zeros on top of all the money that she's adding up or whatever to go and get blood from 3 different dinosaur hybrids. So this is after Jurassic World, when all the mutated fucking genetics are happening and everything like that. They got a whole fucking world now, because after Dominion, the dinos got out. They're everywhere. They're fucking making ecosystems everywhere. So like there's an island where there's a bunch of like just genetically fucked up ones, and let the record show right now, you don't really see any of them. You only see really one of them, and it's cool looking, but other than that, like it doesn't, they put emphasis when they're on the boat leading up to the island, like King Kong style. They're like, there's a lot of mutated fucking dinos on this island, and that's really it. You don't really see any mutated ones. You see a couple of them that are like fucked up, and the main bad one is fucked up, but like they barely show that one too, so it's whatever. That's one of the biggest faults with this movie though. Right up to this point, there is just way too much time without seeing dinosaurs. There is just way too much time in between where characters are trying to fucking hang out and like talk and be funny, and it's just, oh, it's just useless. It's just useless gibberish, man. It's the same with like the King Kong movies, dude. Skull Island was the exception. That was a really good movie. All these King Kong movies and like the fucking Godzilla movies, there is just too much talking. There's just too much babbling all the fucking time, dude. I am so sick of it. And funny enough about Godzilla, the one with Bryan Cranston, I didn't mind that movie. It was really dark and kind of fucked up. That movie didn't really show Godzilla enough either. But the guy who was behind Jurassic World Rebirth was also behind Godzilla. I thought maybe he was gonna bring that darkness to the Jurassic series. It didn't. It's still a fucking goofy slop fest that just doesn't really matter whatsoever. It goes in a direction where it's like, there could be a sequel, and it's like, nobody wants one, dude. Nobody wants one. And I know the numbers aren't lying, you know what I mean? It's already made $400 million, whatever. These movies always make money because dipshits like me go and see them and expect, finally, please, they're gonna release a fucking good Jurassic movie for once. And honestly, like, I originally, like, when I first saw Jurassic World, I was like, this is pretty good. And then Lost Kingdom came out, and I was like, oh, it's getting worse. And then Dominion came out, and I was like, oh, it's over. They can't do another one. And then they did Rebirth, and I was like, okay, it looks kind of like the first movie. It looks maybe a little more tension, maybe a little more suspense. Nope, none of that. Nothing at all. It's like a soft little reboot where they introduce new characters. None of them really matter whatsoever. I wouldn't mind seeing like Scarlett Johansson's character like maybe team up with like Sam Neill's character, but like that's probably never going to happen. So fuck it. They get to this island, and I just want to say before that, the characters are written so bad in this movie that like the doctor character, his name's like Henry or something, Dr. Loomis. I don't remember his name fully, but he's like the sexy, like fucking scientist guy. He's like the Ross Geller that, you know, he actually like cares about the dinos and all that stupid shit. He gets roped into going though. The first part that I had a problem with immediately, besides all the fucking talking and build up, I didn't hate the beginning part of the movie because I was like, okay, it's a build up. It's supposed to build up. It's going to get suspenseful. It's going to get crazy. It doesn't. This guy is on the boat, right? And they brought like a mercenary guy with them. And this mercenary guy, he's like loading a gun and stuff. And, you know, he's getting ready to fight some dinos. And the scientist guy, of course, is like, what are you planning on doing with those lethal rounds? And he's like, well, I'm going to have to put a dinosaur down if he comes fucking with us. He's like, you're going to kill a dinosaur? How can you fucking do that? How can you kill a fucking dinosaur? What the fuck? And then literally, this is the problem with the movie right here. Now, this isn't the only problem, but like this is the overall arcing issue with the movie. Is it's not consistent. It doesn't know when to be correct and when to be wrong. It doesn't know like how to be cohesive at all. The doctor, after going, how dare he want to kill a dino? Fuck. They get to the island and the guy's like, there's a whole lot of mutated dinos here. And he's like, this is when the doctor goes, why didn't the government euthanize them? Why didn't they just kill them all? You just bitched about him having to defend them. If a dino comes charging at them, you just got upset that he was going to kill a dinosaur, but then you want the government to euthanize the entire island of mentally challenged, genetically challenged dinos. Give me a fucking break, dude. Like instantly I was like, this doctor's a fucking retard, dude. Like, what are we doing here? They get to the island, the boat crashes, they get stuck on the island or whatever. It's King Kong style, you know what I mean? So, you know, it's kind of copying a little bit, but you know, it makes sense. They got to stay on the island somehow and like have to go and get these 3 dinosaurs. The journey is just boring. It's completely boring. Before the boat crashes, one of the reasons the boat crashes is because there's some dinos in the water. This is our first real opportunity to see dinosaurs in the movie. And they're CG as fuck, of course, and they're in the water and you barely see them. You only see their fins poking out. And it's just like, oh God, you know what I mean? Oh, here we go. Here we go with the fucking barely seeing the dinosaur thing. I still was convinced though, that, okay, maybe they're just building suspense. And then the movie cuts away from the important part where they're trying to get the blood of one of these like swimming ones. Cause there's a dinosaur in the water, there's a dinosaur on land, and then there's a dinosaur in the air that they have to, of course, that they have to take blood out of. And apparently this blood is going to solve heart disease. It's going to solve and cure heart disease. It's got the potential to do so much. Okay, remember that. So the movie, as soon as we're about to see them take out that first dino, it cuts. It cuts to a completely different fucking family. A fucking family of like 3 people, a bunch of fucking random people in the middle of the ocean. They're just like fishing or something. I don't really know. They explain like, oh, we're just trying to go from one island to the other. We do it all the time. But they do it all the time, but the dinos showed up and tipped their fucking boat over. Tipped their boat over. While their boat is tipping over, one of the, like the littlest kid who fucking sucks, by the way, the littlest kid, and of course, let me just say right now, as soon as I saw this family and this little kid, I knew they were putting the strap on and they were fucking ramming my ass, dude. I knew what they were doing. I knew it. As soon as I saw it, I looked over at Adriana and I was like, my asshole is getting rammed. These dinos tipped the boat. They tipped the boat. They have to send a distress signal to our main group. Our main group was ScarJo's sexy ass. They send a message to them. They're almost to the island, right? They're almost to the island, and they're like, we got a distress call. There's some people that are abandoned over here. We got to go help them. The fucking corrupt guy, the obvious bad guy of the movie, the guy who hires ScarJo, he's clearly a bad guy. Like they're trying really hard. I don't really feel like he was a bad guy. I felt like he had a top secret mission he had to do. They weren't supposed to go to this island. It's like restricted technically. So like this mission is shh, quiet everybody. So I understood why he was like, we shouldn't go rescue them. Fuck them. Let's go get the blood. Let's come back and rescue them. It's bullshit. You should go rescue the people. I get it. They go, nah, majority rules. We're going to help those people. Okay, fine. So they go and they rescue the people. They get them on the boat. Immediately, these fucking people are so annoying, dude. They're so fucking annoying. They got an older daughter. There's the little kid who's annoying because he's there. But then there's the older daughter who's like a teenager, kind of. Her boyfriend's there with him, and he's a douche. He's not like a douche, but he's just there. I mean, he's all right, I guess. But like, the daughter is so fucking annoying. She's nonstop, always challenging people. She's always, you can't do that, all the fucking time, dude. And it's just like, I don't need this character in this movie. I don't need these characters in this movie. I don't need it. I understand if you want to have like a couple dudes that you rescue and they help you out when you're on the island, but you bring a fucking group of kids and it's like you're automatically turning the movie into like a suspense, but nobody can get hurt because we're not going to hurt kids. You know what I mean? Like, not saying I want to see people die necessarily, but like this whole movie is just sticking the tip in a little bit just to pull it out really fast right when you start feeling pleasure. That's what this whole movie is. So like anytime like the dinosaurs are like, oh my God, overwhelming at any time, which doesn't really happen. But like when the dinosaurs get overwhelming, you're like, oh, nothing's going to happen because these characters are completely untouchable. And I'm right about that. They are completely fucking untouchable for the majority of the movie. Like nobody really gets hurt. The only people that get hurt are like the characters, like the guy with the gun that was going to shoot the dinosaurs or whatever. He dies almost immediately. And that's really like your main scene of anybody actually dying in this movie. And it's like, I'm not trying to watch people die, but like, fuck man, this was supposed to be like kind of a scary dinosaur movie. Not like scary, but like it was supposed to have jump scares and it was supposed to be like the first movie where it was like high tension and you're like fearing for everybody because you don't know these characters and you know there's no pattern of like Jurassic movies where it's like been the same fucking thing with kids every single time. I thought maybe this one was going to be different and that's why they'll make $1 billion off of this one because people like me. They're on the boat. These these dinos start to come after this boat now, our main boat. They start trying to tip this boat, and that's what leads to them crashing on the island. But my problem is when they're initially tipping over this boat, right? They're tipping over this main boat with all of our characters on it. Now all of our characters are together, and they're tipping this boat. The boat starts to get tipped, and the little kid, obviously the boat's capsizing, so the little kid starts sliding out of the boat. He starts like, oh no, he's gonna fall. The dad grabs him while his leg is like latched onto a bar. So he's like holding on like he's doing fucking like reverse sit-ups like Deuce Bigelow did when he set Antoine's house on fire. He's like doing like the reverse like pull-ups or whatever. And like he's holding on with his leg. He grabs his son, which was cool. It was cool. And then immediately the movie puts emphasis on this guy's leg is trapped and it snaps. Like his leg is like broken. Like you can tell it's like he's in pain. He screams and like he's holding his son. And then he pulls him up. And then immediately, remember this, immediately the guy goes, I can't feel my leg. I can't move my leg. I can't move my leg. Let the record show he can't move his leg. He put emphasis that he cannot move his leg. It's going to be a problem going forward. He never has a problem with his leg ever again. He literally never has a problem. He swims, he runs, he jogs, he fucking walks, he sleeps on it, gets it all swollen, no problem at all. He crouches down, he climbs, he does a lot of things with this leg being apparently unable to move. Okay, so that right there, I'm trying to tell you guys, I'm trying to point out the fact that there is no actual consistency with this movie. There's no consistency. Everything's just a fucking play. It's just, let's have fun. Let's have fun. Let's everybody have fun when we're supposed to be on a high stake mission to do something that nobody's allowed to do. No, it's nothing like that. So anyway, they crash the boat. The little family gets separated perfectly from the main group. So it becomes a movie about two different groups. And it's just, it's just a slog. Cause when the main people are doing something you want to see, cause I want to see them get the blood from the dinosaurs. That's what I want to see. I don't give a fuck about these people that are scared and stuck, you know, like, and let the record show when these people show up on this main boat, they immediately want us to stop doing the hunt that they're doing. They're immediately like, we shouldn't be doing this. We need to get out of here. And they're like, no, we got to finish the mission. We got to finish the mission. So they get to the island where they crash land on the island or whatever. They go after the second dinosaur, and the second dinosaur is pretty sick. This is finally when we get to see like an actual mentally challenged dinosaur or whatever they are, the genetically enhanced dinosaurs or whatever. They're like the long neck dinosaurs, but they have like long tails like that, like kind of swirl and shit. And like, You actually watch two of them, and one, you got to get blood from one of them. That's the goal here. You actually get to see a herd of them, and they're like kind of making love, and like, you know, it's beautiful. It really is. It's really cool. It's CGI as fuck, but it looks really cool. They get the blood from that one. It's great, whatever. There's not a lot of drama in that. They just get it and it's easy and they go. Next up, they got to go get the pterodactyl or whatever. They decide, since the pterodactyl's nest is on the ledge, like there's like a big ledge and like a big canyon pretty much. And they realize somehow that there's like pterodactyl eggs along the wall. So they rappel down. Okay, they rappel down. They get down to the eggs, and instead of taking blood from the flying one, they thought it'd be easier to just take blood from the embryos themselves. So they eject that. Immediately, the mom comes back, and she's like, ah! And she's like scary and fucking all over the place and like trying to eat them. She never does anything to them because nobody can get hurt in this movie because plot. They're rappelling down while the pterodactyl's flying around, fucking with them. And there's some pretty cool looking scenes. Like, it looks kind of okay. I mean, it's not like the worst for CGI. Like, it looks pretty good. But again, there's no consequences here. There's no stakes. There's nothing. I'm not scared for them because plot armor. There has to be a sequel, and it has to have these characters that they're building up so well. You know, it's just how it is. They're fumbling with the vial of like jizz that they just got off of the eggs or whatever. They fall down, they go into like a canyon, they get the blood or the embryo or whatever they need. So mission complete, right? Mission complete. Then we go back to the other fucking family. The other family is bonding. They're bonding. They put a really big emphasis on the dad trying his best to like the daughter's boyfriend. And it's just like, I don't care. I don't care. I don't give a flying fuck, you guys. You guys, like, you don't understand. Like, I don't give a fuck about these random ass motherfuckers that they just hitchhiked and picked up off the fucking water. Like, I don't give a fuck about them. If they were to cut to them and they were all just dead, I would have been like, oh, 10 out of 10 movie. Fucking great movie. The family goes to sleep, and the boyfriend or whatever, he's like, I'll protect everybody. You guys get some sleep. So he goes to take a piss. He goes 15 fucking miles this way to go pee. And there's a camera shot where he's like unzips his pants and he's going to take a piss. And a raptor comes out of the trees. Like, a raptor comes walking out, and it's like, oh, it's about to get real. He's about to die. He's about to fucking die, dude. That's so sick. Let's go. He's pissing. He's going to die. That's fucking hardcore. The raptor's sneaking up, right? Sneaking up. He's like, ah. He's like sneaking up or whatever. And then a big stupid fucking bird comes in and starts eating the fucking raptor and takes the raptor away, flies away with him. And the guy who's taking a piss, he's like startled, but he doesn't turn around to look. He's just like, he's like looking at the camera like I'm looking at you right now. He's like, then he starts pissing. And he goes, ah. It's like, is this a joke? Is this a joke to you? There's a fucking raptor behind you. You just heard a fucking bird come in and pick him up and run away with him. You're gonna fucking, oh, get the fuck out of here. I'm pooping my pants right there, dude. There's no fucking way. It's just not realistic. It's not fun to watch characters you don't care about not be good in the movie. It's not fun. At least if like you're gonna make me watch characters I don't like, make them smart. Make them fun to watch. Give them a reason to survive. Not just goof around with him and, oh, he releases his pee because he's no longer nervous. It's like, get the fuck out of my face with that shit. Fuck out of here, man. We cut back to the doctor and like the main cast of people or whatever, and there's been this thing, and I would say like the thing that pissed me off absolutely the most in this movie had to have been the deep dialogue that they tried to do, the lesson that they try to teach the audience. This right here, I'm gonna go on a little rant here about this, okay? I go to movies to escape my shitty life, okay? That's what I do. I go to movies so I don't have to remember that healthcare sucks in the United States or that Trump's a fucking weirdo for covering up the Epstein stuff. You know, it's like I don't need to be reminded how awful it is when I'm outside of this theater. That's the biggest problem with movies nowadays, movies and TV shows. There's a massive issue with media wanting to teach us things all the time, wanting to teach us a fucking lesson about something that is none of their business to teach us. Whether that's Disney trying to teach your kids what gay people are, or Jurassic World trying to teach you that the healthcare system is wrong in the US. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. Again, I escape when I go to the movies. I don't need to be taught anything. This is a fucking dinosaur movie, okay? Focus on the dinos. There's a long lasting thing that keeps coming up in this movie where ScarJo and the doctor, when they're alone, they have like this little like quiet talk with each other. And the talk is, first the doctor brings up, what if we don't give this to the corporate people? What if we don't give this antidote to heart disease to the government? That's what he said. He's pretty much like, what if we don't give it to them? What if we instead keep it and we give it to everybody? That's his goal. He's a doctor. That's his goal, right? Or he's like a paleontologist, but like they're still doctors technically. So it's like, you're a grown man with an education and you think, like, first and foremost, you think that it's smart to take the cure for heart disease. The cure for heart disease, you think it's smart to just cut it up and throw it to everybody. You think it's like, oh, give it to everyone. You think that's smart? You think that'll work? Do you really think deep down that there's a doctor that can synthesize that antidote without government regulation? Do you really think that's possible? Whatever, it's just a movie. Okay. But then they mention it again and they make it a fucking plot point where now the guy paying them trillions of dollars is a bad guy. So they're going to keep the antidote. That is the dumbest, most like ignorant, fucking selfish thing I've ever heard a movie try to advertise to me. And they make sure to let you know as the viewer, the healthcare system is so fucked up. All they'll do is give it to the top 1% of people. They won't even care about the people on the bottom. They'll just hike the prices up. Why can't you just do something normal and pretend that the government in that world cares about the people? Why can't we just do that? Why do we have to make everything a fucking social commentary? Why? Why does it have to happen? That was a major problem for me. Like, I'm just tired of movies trying to teach me lessons. I'm really fucking sick of it. And this movie did it, and it left a really, really big turd in my mouth. Like, it was just annoying as hell. As the movie's coming to a close, we finally get to see the big, stupid beluga whale-looking dinosaur that was created in the lab a long time ago. He's loose, and he's hanging out. Oh, and I want the record to show, they all meet back up or whatever, and fucking, they get to, like, the extraction point where, like, they're finally gonna get away with the helicopter that comes in. They just so happen to be at the main lab where everything was created and everything was invented and all this shit. It's like, the convenience is insane, dude. It's insane how 1 minute they're climbing a fucking canyon and the next minute they roll down the hill and, oh, look at that, we're at the fucking lab. Well, that's cool. That's our extraction spot. That's weird. So they're sitting there and they're like, we got to find a way to alert the helicopter that we're here and we need to be rescued. Okay. They're like, how are we going to do that? And then all the lights just turn on. They all just turn on as if, like, when somebody said, what are we going to do? They all just lit up. It's just so convenient and so fucking stupid. So anyway, there's like a gas station like on the upper ground and then there's the lab on the bottom. There's the gas station and the for some stupid ass reason, the family, the shitty family, they go in together, of course. They go into that gas station together. And then, of course, they have to copy the fucking raptor part from Jurassic Park 1 where the kids are hiding in the lab or whatever. And the raptor's like sneaking around, but it's not a raptor. It's like one of those flying things that killed the raptor. It starts ripping through the roof while they're shopping or something or looking for food. And they hide behind like, they hide behind like fucking kiosks and shit. And the whole time this scene is happening, I'm thinking to myself, like, they're really trying to build tension right now with characters that can't be hurt. Like, they're really trying to build that tension right now because the last characters in the movie, there's like 7 characters at the end of the movie and they're all going to survive. They all survive because they're either kids or they're main characters that they need for the next movie. It's just annoying, man. I thought maybe they were going to go a little darker and kill off Scarlett Johansson or even kill off the fucking black guy that they always kill off in every fucking movie. I thought maybe they'd do that. Nope, they didn't do it. They made it seem like they were, but he ended up surviving somehow. I don't know how, but once you see the movie or don't see the movie, he somehow gets away. I don't get it. It makes no fucking sense. All I know is like they get ambushed by that big, stupid, ugly, elite fucking T-Rex or whatever. And the black guy, the boat rider guy, the Ali guy, he's a really good guy. Great guy. His name's Duncan in the movie. He goes, I'll distract him. You guys get out of here. And he lights a flare and he's like, come over here, dinosaur. And the dinosaur fucking follows him like an idiot for some reason, even though he's supposed to be super smart or something. He fucking, cause like in the beginning of the movie, I'm going to say right now, in the beginning of the movie, it does show this big dinosaur as like a prologue, as to get you into the movie. They accidentally released him pretty much. Like they fucked up and they released him. And one of the doctors, as they're trying to escape, he's like, let me out. He gets stuck behind a door or whatever. And this is where it's setting a tone. And I thought this was pretty good because the one doctor's like, I'm gonna let you out. And she goes to scan her card, and then she sees the big monster T-Rex, and the monster T-Rex is like kind of playing with its food, it seems like. So it's really creepy and fucked up, and then he eats it. He eats the guy, and you're like, oh, this is gonna be good. It wasn't. This big smart dinosaur goes, hey, black guy with a flare, I'm gonna chase you around. Chases him, and then gets this close to his fucking face. It cuts away, and suddenly that guy's alive. I don't know. I don't get it. They had to keep everybody alive for the sequel, though. That's just how it always is. There's another part in the movie that I skipped over that annoyed me. The family, when they're by themselves, they find another like laboratory or whatever, like an abandoned one. Pretty much like they're trying to get a boat because there's like a boat at this lab. They find a boat or something, and they got to release the boat to get to fall into the water so they can ride away on the boat or whatever and get to safety. Unfortunately, there's a T-Rex there, like a normal sized T-Rex. And like, you're like, oh, finally, dude, there's a T-Rex sleeping right here. This is cool. So the girl, the daughter, goes to release the boat, and let the record show she needs to be super sneaky quiet like Scooby-Doo style, but she's loud as fuck the whole time, and somehow the T-Rex doesn't wake up. Either way, she releases the boat. T-Rex wakes up. As she's dragging the inflatable boat, he like wakes up and he goes to take a bath or something. He doesn't even see the humans somehow. He goes to take a bath. Then they make some stupid loud noise. They get the raft to open up, and then it turns into like a battle downstream. So like they're stuck in the stream trying to get the boat going while the T-Rex is like chasing them. But this T-Rex is super strong. He's like super smart. He can swim. He goes underwater and shit, and it's a really cool shot of him like swimming under them, kind of playing with his food a little bit. They all survive though. Everybody survives. Nobody gets hurt in this moment because they can't, and that's annoying too because there are so many opportunities for that dinosaur to just be like, chomp, you're all dead, see ya. That would have been so fucking funny, dude, and they didn't do it, unfortunately. Instead, they make a joke out of it again where the little kid is stuck underneath the capsized like raft, inflatable raft. He's underneath it, and he's like, oh my God, I'm so scared. And then the dinosaur goes and grabs the fucking raft, and you're like, oh, kid's dead, cool. He grabs the raft and he starts chomping on the raft. He's like, nom, just like eating the inflatable raft. And then he realizes, oh, I didn't kill the kid. And the dinosaur gets bored and just goes, and just like kind of leaves, you know, he just like walks away. And then the boat just goes and like becomes a boat. After the dinosaur just chewed the fucking boat up, the inflatable boat is fine. It's completely fine. It's no big deal. It's completely fine. Convenient, you know? And then that's where they meet up at the other lab or whatever. All in all, though, this movie ends on like an open ending where it's like they leave with the fucking antidote or whatever. Only person that really dies in this movie, I believe, is the fucking bad guy, like the guy who they claim is a bad guy, even though I don't really consider him a bad guy. I'd say he was like the audience, where he was just super inconvenienced by like the awful plot and the people that just would not do what he said he wanted to do. He's paying these people trillions of dollars and nobody fucking listens to him throughout the whole thing. It's absurd. It ends with like an open ending where they're like, oh, there could be another one, or there might not be. It didn't really end really all that well at all, to be honest. It just ended on like they got out. You know, I mean, that's really all it is. There's no like prologue or anything. It's just genuinely a dog shit movie. This movie is literally diarrhea from a butthole, dude. It is just not good. Like I don't know if me explaining it made sense, but that's how it made sense in my mind. Like that movie was just a complete fucking joke. Like it makes no sense. And what sucks is like it's getting terrible reviews, but it's already made almost $500 million. So like it's going to get a sequel. And in my opinion, I think if it will get a sequel. And when it does, whether it's good or bad, cut it. It's done. I think the Jurassic movies need to be done for a while. I think there's a massive fatigue that's happening now, especially from me. I am massively fatigued with these movies. I'm tired of Hollywood slop. I really fucking am, man. And when I say slop, I mean movies that try to teach you lessons for no reason. I'm talking movies that like just bait you into the theater with previews that make you feel like the movie's gonna be one thing when it's actually just another fucking child-friendly bullshit movie. And speaking of children, dude, I don't know how kids will like this movie. There's not enough going on. There's really not enough. Like me, I have an attention problem. Like I can't keep attention unless it's good. You know what I mean? But like if it's Jurassic Park, I normally can keep attention. You know, I like dinosaurs. Kids nowadays don't really care about dinosaurs. And they even say that in the movie. Like kids don't really give a fuck about dinosaurs anymore, because instead of teaching you things in these movies like they used to, like back when I was a kid, they instead insist on just fucking doing stupid, like evil comic book shit with the fucking dinosaurs. And it's like, I don't care about a robot dinosaur. I don't care about that. I want to see real dinosaurs. I want to see like I want to learn something. You got these doctors and these people that work with dinosaurs in the movie, but they don't teach you anything new about the dinosaurs. Like there's nothing interesting about anything in this movie. And it just fucking stinks, man. It just really fucking stinks. It stinks seeing something from your childhood completely turn to liquid ass. It's annoying. I'm over it, man. I'm fucking over it. I'm over fucking Hollywood releasing these $200 million movies and they just always make $1 billion and they always have to get a fucking sequel, even if they're just slop that people go to the theaters to see when they're bored on a 4th of July weekend. It's just ass, dude. It's just ass. And I don't know. I'm over it, man. It ruined my fucking week. Like normally I go and see a movie on Sunday. I get to think about that movie all week. I do a review for you guys. And like normally I try to stay positive and I try my best to just like be positive about everything I see. You know, there are going to be some shit movies every once in a while, but this one really put something into perspective for me, man. It really opened my eyes to just how fucking bad these movies are, man. Like they're just so bad. Oh God, it's a 4 out of 10 at best, guys. It's a 4 out of 10 at best. I don't know how kids would like this movie, and I don't know how adults are going to like this movie either. Either way, however you look at it, kids, adults, nobody's going to like this movie. I don't see it. I just don't. I don't get it. But all in all, terrible movie. Thanks for watching.